Today we're looking into agricultural apprenticeships. So thank you for joining us for National Apprenticeship Week at Plumpton College. We are meeting with Leighton, who has completed an apprenticeship programme with us before, and he will be sharing a bit more on his experience and giving some advice for anyone who's considering an apprenticeship programme. So Leighton, thank you so much for joining us. If you could introduce yourself and just let us know which apprenticeship programme that you applied for.
Thank you very much for having me. Yes, I'm Leighton. I did the Level 3 Agriculture Apprenticeship programme at Plumpton, and hopefully you guys will take from this podcast some advice and some information to hopefully get you guys into an apprenticeship programme.
Great, yeah. So how was your apprenticeship programme delivered? Did you come on campus? Did the college come and visit you at your workplace?
Yeah, so it was a 5-day week. One of those days we would come into college and we would do work on our portfolio. But also as well, the lecturer who runs the apprenticeship programme would come out to the farm. They would test us on things. They would also have meetings with the apprenticeship and the employer, just making sure that everything's running smoothly. I think it used to be called a 10-week review. But no, they were terrific. They would come out if we needed any help, if we needed help taking photographs. But no, it was good. It worked well.
Good. So how much time do you reckon you spent studying alongside your busy working week?
So, I mean, you were always studying when you were working because you were learning at the same time, and I think that's the whole point of the apprenticeship programmes. But you would have a few hours, maybe some evenings, that you would do your theory side to work on your portfolio before college, and then you'd have a day at college where you would just purely work on your portfolio. So it wasn't too much, but it was enough.
Yeah. So did you find that your employer provided support and plenty of opportunities to develop your skills, your knowledge and your behaviours?
Yeah, so massively the employers, my employer personally, they provided a lot of support and gave me a few opportunities when I was working there to go to out of college workshops and webinar things. But also as well, the college, they massively helped me out by putting me through qualifications, getting me tickets and stuff, and that's a very big thing about an apprenticeship, is to try and get as many qualifications you can underneath your belt.
Yeah, definitely. So what skills would you say that are important to have or aspire to have to successfully undertake an apprenticeship programme?
Main skills, a big one that you definitely have to have is a very good work ethic. If you're not willing to work, then, I mean, the apprenticeship scheme's really not for you. But if you've got a very good work ethic and you get on with your employer, you're a very happy person to do a bit of theory but also practical as well, then it's the best programme for you guys to do.
Great. So what advice would you give to anyone looking to start an apprenticeship on how to find an employer to work with?
Advice to give would probably be that you've definitely got to go have some trial days with your boss and work colleagues where you were hopefully wanting to do your placement, because, I mean, if you don't get on with your boss, you don't get on with your work colleagues, then it won't work out, and it is a big rigmarole for you to change halfway through the year and to find a new placement. Trying to find an employer or a place to work. I know Plumpton College, they help quite a few apprenticeships to find a placement. They've got on their website, they've got some information about it. But also as well, it's just a case of doing it off your own back, going around to local farms, local farm shops, whatever program you want to get into, and just handing out some CVs and hoping for the best.
Yeah, great. Yeah, as you mentioned, we've got a talent bank service with our apprenticeship side of Plumpton College. So yes, you need an employer to start an apprenticeship, but if you are struggling with that side of it, we can help you. You can sign up with us, and we've got a lot of relationships with employers, and if they have any vacancies, we can put you in touch. But as you said, you've got to get on with them. You've got to have that good work relationship. So having those trial days is quite important.
Definitely, yeah.
So what was the most challenging part about doing an apprenticeship?
I mean, an apprenticeship, it would be challenging if you didn't have the right work ethic or you weren't keen to do it. But if you're keen to do it, then I definitely think some parts may be challenging, but you will definitely be able to fly through it pretty well if you've got your mind set on it. The most challenging thing I probably would say that I had on my course was the fact that I worked on a beef farm that was primarily beef, cattle, a few sheep. So the crop side, the arable side of the farming was a challenge, but I luckily had Plumpton College there and the lecturers there to help me out, and I would spend an extra day or two at the college to try and work on my arable side of the units in the portfolio.
Great. So what was the best thing about doing an apprenticeship?
I think the best thing about doing the apprenticeship for myself, and I could probably vouch for a lot of other people, was the fact that you were working, earning money, but also as well you were learning at the same time. And I think this day and age it's a very key thing to be able to hold a job to get some money in, but also as well to learn and to get some qualifications from it. Because the amount of qualifications that you get under your belt, it will really benefit you in the long run.
Yeah. Great. So how has an apprenticeship helped you build your future? What's your current career and where do you wish to progress in the future?
So my current career is I'm working on a beef farm that provides meat for Waitrose organic line, the Dutchy line. I'm the assistant farm manager there. And I mean, I'm running the farm on a daily basis, trying to keep everything up to scratch and getting the right outcome from the cattle and things. The apprenticeship helped me get to where I am today, because if not, I wouldn't have learned what I needed to learn. I wouldn't have found the placement where I am and where I can carry on the career. And yeah, I mean, if I didn't have the apprenticeship there, I would have struggled to be where I am today. And also as well, just I run my own flock of sheep. I've got now just started up my own herd of cattle. And I feel that the apprenticeship, by learning and working at the same time, that was a big thing for me, because I learned about the animals, I learned about the industry, but also as well I was doing it practically. And I mean, I'm one to say that I learn easier and better through doing it practically. But in the long run, I would love to definitely own my own farm and hopefully be producing good quality British local meat for contractors and things like that.
Great. That's wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us and giving us some kind of experience, some advice, and your journey with working with an apprenticeship programme.
Yes, I mean, I'll add to that as well. I would like to have my own apprentice when I get my own farm. Great,
that's good. Lovely, thank you.
No, pleasure.
If you like the sound of Leighton's journey through an agricultural apprenticeship, you can find out more information on our website, including what programmes we have available, and you can also see if there are any live job vacancies within the agricultural industry. You can also find out more on our talent bank service, where we can help you further in finding an employer to get you started on an apprenticeship programme at Plumpton College. So head over to plumpton.ac.uk for more.